A brilliant, captured magical forger is given a choice between immediate execution or executing an impossible heist, forging a completely new soul for a comatose emperor in just 85 days. In Brandon Sanderson's Hugo Award-winning fantasy masterpiece, The Emperor's Soul, the intricate, rule-based magic system design of Mistborn meets the tight, psychological claustrophobia of a high-stakes prison escape thriller. Though technically set on the planet Cell, the same world as Elantris, this self-contained novella stands completely on its own as a profound, fast-paced exploration of art, identity, and the philosophy of truth. The story drops us into the heart of the Grand Palace of the Rose Empire. Shai is a forger, a practitioner of a highly illegal, precise magical art that uses soul stamps to rewrite an object's history, convincing a block of stone it was carved by a master artist, or an old table it was made from pristine mahogany. Her life hits an absolute red line when she is caught trying to steal the Emperor's scepter and thrown into a deep, dark dungeon. However, instead of being immediately hanged, she is brought before the Empire's corrupt, panic-stricken Grand Arbiters. They reveal a terrifying deep-state secret. An assassin's bullet has left Emperor Ashravan clinically brain-dead, and if the public finds out, the Empire will descend into a bloody civil war. They offer Shai her freedom on one condition. She must use her illegal magic to forge a fully functional, totally indistinguishable duplicate of the Emperor's human soul. The narrative scale shrinks down into an intense intellectual battle of wits inside a single locked room. Shai is confined to a small laboratory with a ticking clock, guarded around the clock by skeletal, artificial undead creatures known as blood seals. To forge a soul, Shai needs more than magic. She needs a flawless, hyper-detailed psychological blueprint of who the Emperor actually was. She begins a high-stakes psychological game with Gawatona, the only elderly, genuinely honorable arbiter assigned to oversee her work. As Shai sifts through the Emperor's private journals, childhood memories, and worst political regrets to craft the perfect soul stamps, she realizes that the arbiters plan to execute her the moment the forgery is complete. She must simultaneously craft the most complex magical art in human history while subtly laying the groundwork for a spectacular, explosive midnight jailbreak. Sanderson delivers an exceptional, incredibly tight auditory experience that strips away traditional fantasy armies in favor of raw intellectual tension. The audiobook production is masterful, utilizing a sharp, fiercely calculated narrative voice that perfectly captures Shai's arrogant artistic pride, her quick-thinking tactical survival instincts, and the deep, evolving philosophical respect that forms between a criminal and her captor. Will Shai successfully reconstruct the soul of the Emperor and escape the palace walls? Or will she discover that some lines of history are simply too deep to be rewritten? Pop in your headphones, light your carving candles, and prepare for a masterclass in fantasy suspense. Because out here, art isn't just decoration, it's a weapon of absolute survival.